In a world that is often unkind to women, there once existed a woman of extraordinary beauty. Her allure was such that it stirred the very depths of men's souls. They would call out to her, their voices laced with lust, their words crude and unrefined. An aggressive symphony of catcalls and lewd comments echoed in her ears, a constant reminder of the world's harsh realities. Over time, she grew accustomed to this relentless attention. She conditioned herself to ignore the crude remarks, to turn a deaf ear to the unwanted advances. She became a fortress, her walls impenetrable, her heart guarded. She would stride down the streets, her eyes forward, oblivious to the men who sought her attention. One day, as fate would have it, she found herself walking through a construction site. The sight of hard-hatted men, their bodies coated in grime and sweat, filled her with a sense of revulsion. She considered them the epitome of the crude masculinity she had grown to despise. As she hurriedly tried to navigate her way through the site, she noticed, from the corner of her eye, a construction worker approaching her. She ignored him just as she had ignored all the others. She didn't even turn her head. All she wanted was to leave the site as quickly as possible. As she stepped onto the road, her heart pounding, her mind filled with loathing, she saw a blinding flash of light. It was only then that she realized the true intent of the construction worker. He wasn't trying to accost her, he was attempting to warn her about the oncoming vehicle that was about to claim her life. In that tragic moment, her world came crashing down. The woman who had chosen to ignore a man trying to save her life met her untimely end. Her life was abruptly extinguished, her body sprawled across the cold, unforgiving pavement. The tale of this woman is a tragic one. It serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of stereotyping and prejudice. She was a victim, not of men, but of her own preconceived notions. Her decision to ignore a potential savior simply because he was a man led to her downfall. It's a story that serves as a harsh lesson for us all. It reminds us to not let our biases cloud our judgment, to not let our past experiences dictate our future actions. For in the end, it was not men who were the villains in her story, but her own prejudice. This tale of tragedy is a reminder that we should not judge a book by its cover, nor a man by his occupation. For every person has the capacity for both good and evil, and it is our responsibility to discern the difference. The moral of the story is not that all men are pigs, but that prejudice can often lead to our downfall.